Good morning, Mr. Puisavut, and thank you for having you here at the Preah Norodom Sihanouk-Angkor Museum in Siem Reap City, sir. And you are the acting director of the museum, and of course, today, for the whole year, the museum is exhibiting a temporary display of ancient potteries and also ancient coins and other, I might say, prehistoric objects here, inside the glass. So, sir, as the acting director, can you simply explain to the audiences, so what are we having here, sir, in general, a brief description, sir?
So, good morning. I would like to explain some ceramics that are displayed here. So, we have the ceramics from Angkor period, at least from 9th century to 13th century that are displayed here. So we have three types of ceramic. The ceramic with without glaze, with glaze,
yes,
glaze with a dark brown color, and some with a little bit green colors.
Oh.
And these are the ceramics that was used by the people in their daily lives, in their society since Angkor period until around 9th century, 19th century or 20th century. And these were brought by local peoples in Angkor area to Preah Norodom Sihanouk-Angkor Museum for safekeeping. And now we have the chance to display all this ceramic to the public, to show how the ancient ceramics look like, so they can come here to study and to see what our ancestors used in Angkor period and how they look like, the size of the jar and the shape of it, and the decoration on each pottery. So they can come here to see all these ceramics.
So the pottery here, perhaps they are not the same age. So some can be, let's say, 400 or 500 years apart from each other.
Yes, some around 800 years, around this,
Oh.
around 800 years, and some are only around 300 years, and some may be a traded ceramic from China, and some are from Thailand. For this one, and we think around 300 years old,
yes,
from
yes.
China, and other two at the back may be from Buriram in Thailand, and around 400 years. And the other are the local ceramic of Cambodian people, probably produced in Angkor period from 9th century to 13th century.
So the villagers who gave, or maybe who offered this to the museum, so do they keep it inside their home since, centuries ago, or they discovered, the objects underground, or is there any other way that they obtain it before arriving here in the museum?
We are not sure, but
yes.
some maybe they keep in their house.
Oh.
And when they think that some spirituals who obtain in this pottery, so they are afraid of these spirits. They give to museum for safekeeping and away from their home.
So traditionally or religiously speaking, there are, let's say, spirit inhabiting the objects, and the villagers cannot keep it inside their home because it might disturb them a bit.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
They think like that.
And again, because during the present day, I don't think many people use this kind of pottery inside their house. But back then, during the past, what were these used for? Do they keep rice? They keep drinks, or what do they keep inside the pottery?
Maybe they keep rice, alcoholic drinks, and some maybe salts that they use in their household for cooking the food. Yes.
So not bone, as I was mentioned, some people keep bone inside the pottery, so it's not the same.
So this one maybe they keeps the bone. but the bone are the cremated bone. After people die, they prefer to cremate
Yes.
according to the religion of Buddhism. And after cremated, they will put the ash of the bone in this jar,
Oh.
and maybe in their house or in their stupa. But the other are the ceramic that they use in their daily lives,
Yes.
in their house, in their cooks, something like that.
And just as as an expert in old, of course, ancient objects, how do you come up with how old the objects is? I mean, do you ask the villager, or do you have any other technique to know the age of the objects?
So these objects are studied by the experts
Yes.
who work here before. So they wrote the paper on this note. This note of this ceramic. So they mentioned that this kind of brown glazed ceramic probably was made at the end of Angkor period during the reign of the King Jayavarman VII, because in that time the population of Cambodian people, they prefer to use this kind of ceramic, and in the early Angkor period they use this kind of glazed ceramic with a little bit green colors.
Yes, yes, sir.
And this one may be the thing that they threw away in the killing, the place that they made this ceramic. So it's a little bit broken.
And at the same time, sir, I see these objects without their cover, their lid, or let's say, so they don't have lid, or they have it and then the lid is lost along the way, or what, sir?
Normally, there is no lid for this kind of pottery.
Oh, why sir, there's no lid? Because normally when you see potteries today, they have like lid, but why this thing does not, or do not, sir?
Actually, maybe this tool in their time, they do not use with the tool or the thing that need to cover by the lids that made from ceramic.
Yes.
Some maybe the lids are made from the clothes
or the fabric,
that
yes.
cover on it, and some maybe they have the corks to
Oh.
put in the hole of the ceramic cover.
Yes, sir. And in this compartment over here, we also, I mean, beside the pottery, of course, we also see, I think they are coins.
Coins.
So can you tell us, like, so what are these coins, and which country do they belong to, and what is special about the coins, sir? Is there anything symbolized, on the surface of the coins, sir?
So these are the coins of Cambodia that was used in the reign of the King Angkor and the reign of the King Norodom. So we display three kinds of the coins. One is the coin that contain image of the Garudas, the half human, half bird, and on the back of the Garuda there is ancient character called Preah Norodom.
Preah Norodom.
Maybe it was made in the reign of the King Norodom around 1880. And the other is the coin with the image of the Hamsas. Hamsa is the bird.
Oh, Hamsa, yes.
And other kind of the coins, the image of the Hamsa with a chi character on it. The letter that looks similar to the Chinese character, Chinese letter on it. And chi character, they mean that the character that represent to the luck.
And also, so these coins were also given by villagers, or?
These are the coins that we found during the process of re-stabilizing the building of the pagoda of Watlooks in Siem Reap province. And when they discover this coin, like local authority, they cooperate with Apsara authority to brought this coin to museum for safekeeping and to prepare the cleaning process to keep it for long lasting.
And yes, sir. And I see that these things are very fragile. The coin, of course, they are made from metallic material which can oxidize very easily over time. So, of course, the pottery they are the same. So, I just want to know about the technicalities, sir. If we don't protect this thing, if we don't keep it safe like this, what happen in the future, sir? Like, how long will they maybe gone away and? How do you see the life of this one, sir, if we don't protect it?
If we don't protect it, I think the life of this coin maybe it lasts around 50 years more.
Oh.
Yeah. But the ceramic they may last longer because the ceramic made from clay is not detect with the surrounding environment.
Yes,
But the coins it's easy to decay because we keep it in the soil that can detach with the acid in the soil and also the water and also with the oxygen in it.
And yes, sir, the two compartments here. So the villagers, they just come together and offer you, I mean, all of this at the same time? Or, like they give it one by one, and then, at the end of the day, you said, oh, we have enough so that we can create this temporary exhibition, sir. One by one or all together at once, sir?
No, it's not all together, just one by one.
Oh.
In different years.
Different years.
Some came to the museum in 2016, and some maybe in 18, and some maybe in 20 or 22. And recently we got more ceramic, around 13 ceramic from local people in Siem just yesterday, and we plan to have a temporary exhibition in the future.
Yes, sir. And also, I mean, after this 1 year exhibition in the museum, after that, you will move to the long-term storage. In an expert technique, just a brief one, sir. How do they preserve this? Like, they have like climate control, or how do they save it, sir?
So we save in the room that the temperature is not change,
not change much.
Much.
Yes.
And for this kind of coins, we will keep in the box, and before we keep it, we will clean the shell that attached on each coin, and we have other chemical substance to coat on it to protect it from the surrounding environment.
Oh. So it's a very, very long process before we can keep it in storage,
Yes.
sir.
But all this coin, the egg is not so old. If we compare to the ancient
Coin.
artifacts that we found in our museum, that we have in our museum, we found in the site, it lasts around 3,000 or 4,000 years, because other side are the prehistoric side. But this ceramic, this coin is last around 100 or 200 years, so the quality of the coin is in the better quality.
Better quality. And yes, sir, last question to you. As the acting director of the museum, sir, I mean, what kind of audiences do you encourage them to come here to look at this, and why do you want to encourage them to come, sir? What is the benefit for them, for example, students, sir?
So, the audience of the museum, I think all the people, because the museum is the place that educates the people about our history.
Yes.
Yeah, so the people need to know our own history to to see our participation to protect our heritage.
Yes, sir. So thank you, Mr. Savud, and for your elaborative answer in this temporary exhibition at the museum, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.